Hello, my name is Jimmy Bates. I'm a Director of Solutions Architecture here at HPE in the Enterprise Software Group. I'd like to take a couple of moments today and talk to you about the challenges that our customers are facing with an ever-connected world across their entire business landscape. If you think about it, our world is undergoing a constant evolution. At HPE, our customers are holding on to ever larger mountains of information. And this information is of all sorts. Now, we like to take all these varying sources of information and kind of refer to it as just in one word, as data. Now, data in and of itself is not some mysterious substance. What it really boils down to is data is just a history of life's events. And it turns out, the more complete record you have of life's events, the easier decisions are to make. If you can just get to omnipotence across all the actions that your customers are taking and all the actions that are going on in your business, your decision tree becomes much simpler. Now, data is generated everywhere. It's generated in our data centers. We started out with one data center, and now we've gone on to multiple data centers. Applications that were born in the data center and died in the data center have evolved to some applications transitioning into the cloud and some applications existing only in the cloud. This data footprint has also pushed more and more to the edge, where all of these different devices, these different use cases in the edge are more and more critical to the enterprise and to what's going on in our business. And they produce a tremendous amount of information, from the connected user to the connected driver behind the wheel of a car, autonomous driving, to the connected hospital where you have much more focused delivery and understanding of every action going on with every patient. All of these are focused on changing from group to an individual assessment from the manufacturing and the energy sector, where we're constantly trying to understand what's going on with all the different devices at a drive to make things safer, make things of higher quality, and produce things in a cleaner world. All of these challenges, all across this entire landscape, produce a mountain of data. The data in of itself is critical in making decisions, but you have to, in order to make a decision, you have to take action. The actions all start and end inside the data center. Sometimes they transition between multiple footprints of the data center and the cloud, and increasingly all of this is pushed to the edge. I have to be able to take action close to where things are happening. But that action, for it to be intelligent, has to maintain a global view. We like to refer to this as acting locally, but thinking globally. This process of having data movement and application movement in a very fluid manner across the entire landscape of our business, we refer to as mobility. That challenge of being able to take that action and that data and move that transparently anywhere it needs to be in order to make those decisions, effective decisions across the landscape of my business. Sometimes I take the action and move it to the data. Sometimes I take the data and move it to the action. And quite often, I take all of these things and have to move both the data and the action where those things occur. I have to have that mobility across this entire footprint to be able to make these decisions effectively. At HPE, we address these unique challenges that our customers are facing with HPE Data Fabric. Leveraging data, action, and mobility to provide them a framework to solve their problems. Some of the key factors you need to provide a solution is resilience. Not only does it have to work, it has to work all the time. You've got to protect the data from loss, you've got to protect the data from unlawful access, and it has to work in self-heal in any environment. It also has to scale. More importantly, that resilience and scale have to work together. In the case of the HPE Data Fabric, the larger the environment becomes, the more stable it becomes. You have to deploy solutions that are open. We have to use open tools. In this case, there is no proprietary way to access data. We utilize open tools to be able to bring legacy applications across the data fabric, as well as new and innovative AI and ML-driven applications across the data fabric. And we deploy those, and have to be able to deploy those, on the edge, in core, and in the cloud. The HPE Container Platform utilizes this as a persistent storage layer for applications that need to be deployed in containers across this HPE Data Fabric. Together, the HPE Container Platform and the HPE Data Fabric give you data that scales without limits. It gives you the ability to take stateful applications and deploy those in containers throughout the data landscape of our customers, and allows us to have that mobility to move data and action anywhere it needs to be. This is the HPE Data Fabric.